Okay, I'm doing right now. It is recording.
Okay.
Okay, I
All
will
right.
share my screen
Okay.
about the demonstration. Okay, here. So can you see my screen right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So this is the demonstrations instructions and
Okay. So, have you completed this already, or you're now going to do that?
not yet. I have not complete this demonstration yet because I think that I'm waiting for you to do together or like something that yeah, that's why.
Okay. So, all right. We were actually supposed to complete it, and then during
Oh,
the discussion, you just demonstrate what you have done.
okay. I can do it.
So, but then, I mean, you could still do it now, and then you just demonstrate what you have learned. It's still the same thing. So,
Okay.
I just did mine earlier, so I mean, I'll just show everything
Okay.
to you. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I thought we could do together. That's why I have not completed yet. But if
That's okay.
we okay, okay.
So you are to use the sheet you submitted last week.
Uh-huh.
What you did last week for the demonstration, you are to use the same sheet, and then you demonstrate what you learned this week using that. I mean, last week's sheet.
So last week I actually did the inventory as well. So first I thought I was going to do the family, but then I am the sub inventory, so I choose to do the inventories.
Okay. Okay. So you just have to pull that same sheet up, probably make a copy of it for this week, and then you use it for this week's demonstration.
So like this means like I have to copy a new one or just like the last one I make from last week.
Yeah. Um, you could actually use this one. I made a copy so I could. What I do is for each course, I arrange it according to weeks. So I create a folder for each week in that particular folder for the course. And so I have week 1, week 2, week 3. And so what I did last week was all in the week 2 folder. And so what
Yeah.
I did was I made a copy of the demonstration I did last week and then pasted it in the week 3. And then I did
Oh,
whatever I was supposed to do this week. Yeah.
okay. So I just like copy from my week week two folder and
Yeah.
press it into week three. Okay, you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then so after copy it, what I need to do more because I kind of confused with the instructions.
Yeah. Okay. So you could as well do this. You could use this one,
Mm-hmm.
and then instead of saving, you use save as. So it will help you create another copy of this.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
seven.
yeah. So this should be in the week 3 folder.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you could just go ahead. So we are to do a demonstration of some of the things we learned this week. I mean, a particular one that probably stands out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one or two things you learned. We take chance to do that. That will be it.
Whoa. So would you mind to do first, and then I can catch up that that.
Okay,
Okay.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. That'll be okay. So just a moment while I share my screen. Okay. Um, so you would have to stop sharing your screen so that I could have access to share that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, okay. Can you see the screen?
Oh yes, but it's kind of like okay. I can see right now.
Okay. So there's something I did, which was the
The
grouping. Yes, and this helps you to kind of expand and then to also close the document much easily. For instance, clicking here would close up. You could see we are on the rows, we have 4 and then it jumps to 8. And
mhm,
so it means 5, 6, and 7 are hidden.
yeah.
Okay, and so, I mean, this is a way of sort of hiding some of the information when sending it to someone so you could have them focus on
Okay.
this portion of it. Same thing for here, so it collapses the whole um, document. I mean, it closes the whole thing up, and then clicking the plus sign will collapse it, and then you get to see the other information.
Mm-hmm.
So how I did it is, let me undo this. So 5 to 8, and then in the under the data ribbon, you go to, that is group and ungroup. That is under the outline column under the data ribbon. So I am ungrouping this, and then you see that it took off um, what I did earlier on. And so same thing for this portion on group, and then you see that that, and so that is how um, you do that. So I'm going to put that back. Um, Group, great. So just as I demonstrated earlier on, it closes up some of the information, probably just so that you wouldn't have, you just want the person to see some information that you want them to. The other thing is um, hiding some of the information, and that uh, that is a little different from using the grouping for that. Now, this one, it is much easier for you to know that some information is hidden because this plus sign over here is very visible to see. And so the person would know that, hey, there's something hidden in here. So they just click the plus sign, and then they get to see whatever information is there. However, when you're using the hide and unhide, that makes it a little more difficult to notice that something was hidden. And to do that, I would, let me use 11 and 12. And then, so you select the entire row, which is 11 and 12. You right click on one of them, then you go to hide. Great. So you could see that those two rows are hidden. And so we have 10 here, and then it jumps all the way to 13. So that means 11 and 12 are hidden. And so with this, without the grouping, it will be much difficult for someone to notice that, hey, some information are hidden here, because there will be nothing for them to see or realize that, hey, something was um, taken out from this place. I'm just taking out the grouping so that we could see that much earlier. Okay, I mean better. So with this information, it would be difficult for someone to tell that, hey, something is missing, because it looks natural. Okay, just like I mean the document itself. It's difficult to tell that something is hidden from here, unlike the grouping where you get to see the plus sign showing that, hey, there's some information hidden in there. And so to undo this, just do the same thing. You select the rows around the portion that was hidden. And so in this case, row 10 and row 13. Sorry, let me do that again. Then you right click on one of them on hide, and then it brings everything back. Okay, so that is one of the things I learned um, this week, which I feel is super cool. There are so many other things, but this is one of the things that actually stands out for me because of the um, nature of my work. And then I work with a lot of people, colleagues, and so sometimes sending my report and stuff, some other people have access to this information, and so it'll be great to hide some information so that um, only the I only make them see what I want them to see, and then my boss gets to see. I mean, probably the entire thing. So this is what I would like to demonstrate for today. So over to you then. Sorry, your mic is on mute, so I can hear you.
I'm
You'd have to
sorry.
unmute your mic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so I would like to do the um, rank naming ranges. Uh, I will share my.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry. Is it loud for you to hear me right now? Because like outside, people do something, some construction.
It's okay. It's okay. I can hear you well.
Okay, so so like to do the name. First I will bold this. I don't know if I say it right. Like naming ranges. Okay,
Yeah,
I
name range.
remember is like I have to click right here on this A4, A5, and then go to the box right here, and I will name as the as number because it is an enter, and then I can check it if it's right. So usually um before I did so, it was just
A5. Yeah.
yeah A5, but as I name it, it will become number. And, and the same thing with the description for B5. So I have to click on this B5 and then name as description. So how to do like the same thing with the other cell. Okay, amount and category. Because what I have learned, it just have that if I just like if I want to find the column number, it's just like um call right here and type number. It will show, and then I can go to the number like easily. And even though
Yeah.
I am even though I created the two and to number again, sorry, number something, it will help me to go I sorry. Okay. And also after I name it, if I want to do the um, short and filter, I have to how do you say it? Select here and then watch at home, and right here is called short and filter, and I can choose um, short sort A to Z or Z to A. Something. Oh, sorry, it's a field. No. Okay. I mean, I want to do the fill, not the short and filter. So I can see
Yeah. The filter.
that the filter. So the filter, if I want to see only the number, num, sorry, I have to redo it again. I'm sorry. Okay. So let me name it again. Okay, they are correct. So I mean, I wanted to do the filter. So filter is
Yeah.
something that will help us to see if I click just only number one, it will show just number one. If I want to see that, oh, how many like if I have like a thousand, hundreds or thousand name or number or like item, but I just wanted to see only the number one, that how many pencil I have. I just click only number one, and it will show me, okay, number one is pencil. It has 12 boxes right now in my stock. And then if I want to go back to the select to see everything, just click on select all, and it will show it to me. And so that's what I have learned from so far, that I really like it.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. It's super cool using the sort and filter. Well, almost most of the things on Excel are, in fact, everything on Excel is very
I
important.
I'm sorry for interrupting. It's like this. It just reminded me because um, why I just became to be the stock inventory. My previous manager, she helped me to create like this kind of filter, and I did not know how to do it. And as long as we studied for this week lesson, it just to like show me how to do the filter, and
Yeah.
it's just cool to me that it reminded me reminded me of my previous manager. So that's what I like
Yeah.
about the filter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really helps. It helps a lot. And one thing I learned is that when you do a filter, you could
Uh-huh.
actually copy that information, create a new sheet, and paste that in the new sheet. while you maintain your original data in the initial one or the original one. So you can undo the filter over there, but then in the new sheet you created, it's going to have the copy of the filter that you did. So you could actually store it there and refer to it.
So I have to copy this, right? Or just like the
Okay, hold on. Could you do a filter? Can you do the filter just like you did earlier on? I think you selected number one out of the list. You selected just number one, like you wanted to see just the items for number one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so you could actually copy this.
Copy everything.
Yeah, and then you can go to sheet two. You already have a sheet over there. Yeah, and then you paste it. Great. So you see you don't have the filter on this one. You don't see the filter sign on this one.
Yes.
But then it's giving you the information that you sorted over there. So you can just go back to the original sheet and then you undo. You could just double click anywhere to remove. I mean, the highlighted. You double click, yeah, that's okay. So you can remove the filter and then you still have your original data.
Okay, just remove it.
Hold on. I mean, for the number column, so that you have all the information back again. Yes, just select all. Yeah, great. So you still have your original information, and then for the other sheet, you have a copy of the filter that you did.
Yes.
So you could have a copy of it. Yeah. So it's also one of the things I learned some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that is just about it.
Okay. So it's like it's like I at first I thought okay representation online was okay, but as I did so it's kind of like grumpy a little bit. But I have learned from doing this representation to remind me to do, like to do things on Excel.
Yeah.
Okay. So um is it so is it everything done right now for our representation?
Yeah. Yeah. We are done.
Okay.
Yes.
So
We
I
are done.
okay, so we have to make a pause, right?
Well, yes. So we'll post the recording since you are recording, so you should have the the saved file, and
Okay.
so you would have to um, post it to the discussion board. I think usually there is a password attached, so you would have to get a password as well and then post it in the discussion board.
Mhm.
And so you post the video, the password, and then the group members. So you post our names in the discussion board
Yes.
as well to
Yeah.
to tell those who were present in the group meeting.
Okay. Okay. So what I have learned yesterday, like for saving this record, so we have to like end our meeting, right? And then we are
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure that I would not lose it.
yeah, that's just it. Since we are doing the group discussion and not the individual work, so we just do a recording of what we've learned.
Okay.
Those who are doing the individual are using the PowerPoint presentation to demonstrate what they learned. But
Okay.
since we are a group, so we demonstrate what we learn. We show it to each other, and then we post the video. on the discussion.
Okay, okay, makes sense. So I thought that we would use the, oh, we would also use the PowerPoint during our video as well. Okay, so now,
No, we are not using the PowerPoint yet.
okay, okay, makes sense. Thank you so much. And I will save this video and make a post. And also
Sure. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Well, so thank you so much.
You're welcome, bro.
You are all have
Okay.
okay.
All
So
right
do I
then.
have to end the
Yeah, you just end the meeting and then it will automatically save the recording.
okay,
So you would have to go to your the main site. That's a BYU Zoom page, and I think when you go to recordings, you can get it from there.
okay. I will ask you again if I couldn't find anything to post the video.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
No problem.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah,
You're welcome, bro.
yeah. Take care and have a good morning.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Yes.